Does the spiritual awakening process feel like it's a lot of effort? A lot for you to know, a lot for you to do, and somehow it just doesn't seem like it's progressing or helping enough? Do you feel confused, exhausted, overwhelmed? Overwhelmed? Do you feel like your efforts are futile? Do you feel like maybe I'm doing this wrong? Here's the thing. The process is supposed to be, I won't say easy. It is definitely challenging, but it's supposed to be simple. In the book that I wrote, I called it, the subtitle of the book is, so it's The Art of Being, subtitle, A One-Step Journey to Peace, Love, and Joy. And it's meant to be a little bit funny, but it's the truth. It's the truth. It's supposed to be one step. It's supposed to be simple, straightforward, and absolutely effortless. And we're guaranteed to get lost in the process and sort of do it in the wrong way. Let me explain and remind you what you already know, what we've already been exploring. Let me explain why this is happening, why the very effort that you're putting in your spiritual journey is the problem that is blocking progress. We started off, and there's a really important reason I started the course. If you're following this on school, I'm referring to the course that we're doing. If you're following this on YouTube, then it's just go back through the videos that I've done in the recent past, this year, and you'll understand what I'm talking about. I started off asking, what are you and how are you? And I really want us to sit in that knowledge, to contemplate it mentally until it becomes a truth experientially. You are one with everything. Call it God or call it the universe, call it consciousness. You are one with it. You are not divisible. You are not separate. You are not apart from it. You are one with it. That is what you are. That is the truth of your nature. And because you are one with it, you are what it is. So God is love. The universe is abundant. Consciousness is still and complete and fulfilled. If you are one with those things, whatever name you want to use, then you are those things. That is what you are and how you are. That is the truth of your nature, right? We've explored this in previous videos. You can go back in module 1 of this course that we're doing on school. The problem occurs when something separates us from that experience, from the knowledge of that truth and the experience of that truth. It's sometimes one thing, but it's often many things that come and they disturb us, and they make us forget that we are well. I am here now. The divine God is living through me, as me. I am well, I am taken care of. I'm fulfilled, I am content. The beauty of my being is enough for me, and I don't need anything to be added to it in order to make it better. And the thing that understands how my breathing works, the thing that takes care of the sun rising, that thing that gets everything, it knows what I want, and it does not need to be petitioned. It does not need to be asked. It does not need to be reminded. That's how it used to be. And then something happened, a bunch of things happened, and we got to believe a lie. I am not well. I'm vulnerable. I'm exposed. I am broken. I am dirty. I am corrupted. I am imperfect. And I need that other thing to do something to me. That mentality, that cognition, that perception, it's not only duality. I like to think of it as a triality. It's I am vulnerable to the world is against me. Those people are affecting me. This is harming me. The food is killing, whatever. All this stuff here, bad for me. I need to protect myself. And I've been trying to protect myself and it hasn't been working. But now I'm going through a spiritual awakening. So I'm going to ask that third thing to protect me from that other thing. 1, 2, 3. That whole thing is what I call the stance. Your perspective, where you're standing from and what you're asking, right? That is what needs healing. I know that you think that this life, my money, my job, my family, my health, my problems, my situation, my neighbors, my blah, 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 needs fixing. Not really. Because the main reason this isn't what needs fixing is because if this fixes, you will still not be fixed. Your sense of being in a triangle with me, God, and the world is what's wrong and what is causing you to suffer, and it will continue to be what's wrong and what's causing you to suffer if these things get fixed. If you become a millionaire, you'll enjoy spending money a bit, but you will still have trouble sleeping. If one problem with your son gets fixed, another problem with your son will bother you. If whatever, if something in your health improves a bit, something else is still going to worry you because it's like, well, okay, so that's working, but what about that? I feel like that's going to get affected by what I eat. All these things, we want those things to get better, but their getting better will not fix the feeling that we have in us that we're not well. I am getting to a point here, people. My point is you are well. You are one with the divine. The divine is living through you, as you, and is taking care of you. You have forgotten that, and you have become separated from the world and separated from the divine, and there is a struggle, there is a resisting with the world, and there is a watching God there and being like, what do I do? Do I pray to you? What do I do? Do I meditate to you? Do I communicate with you with cards, or do I get your energy, work with your energy through crystals? How do I get help from you? So now we've come to the point where we're together in this channel, in this course, we're exploring this from the perspective of consciousness. And we're realizing that what we're suffering from is a bunch of thoughts generating emotions, generating decisions and behaviors and patterns and habits. And all of that is fueled by unhealed emotions. And it's created an identity. So we call this the pain body, the egoic identity. And we realize this is affecting our lives. And we realize that we need to purge this by being aware of the patterns and surrendering the patterns, right? And how do we surrender these patterns? We've looked at the self as a healer. Look at the recent videos on YouTube, or just go backwards in the course on school, and you'll understand that we are stuck in a lower limited layer of consciousness, and the solution is to expand into a higher layer of consciousness. But here's the thing that we're doing at this point. We're so used to doing. We're so used to asking and trying and putting effort and scheduling. So we're saying, I meditate. I am looking, I'm scanning to see what are my patterns. I see a pattern. Okay, it's time to release the pattern. I'm releasing. And this is all just another form of I am asking you to do something to me, or I am doing the work. I'm working with the energy, I'm working with the awareness, I'm working with the meditating, I'm working with the breath. And I'm not saying that listen carefully. I'm going to make this really clear because it's a tricky thing. You're still holding the position of I need help to fix something. That is still where you're at. And this is the doctor is the disease. Go look at that video again. On school, it's module 3. In YouTube, it's somewhere. The doctor is the disease is how the ego resists resists the only one step that you need to do by creating a bunch of other steps and saying, no, let's do this and let's fix this. It creates many things that need fixing, and it creates many things to do in order to do the fixing. And all of it is not really ultimately going to achieve very much, because what needs fixing is the place you're standing from, the stance that there is 3. There's the problems, there's me, and there's the solution, and I will somehow fix it. Go back to what we said at the very beginning. Start again at the beginning. What are you? You are one with the divine. How are you? You are complete. You are whole. You are peaceful. You are joyful. You are well. And to use simpler terms, God is in me, as me, and therefore I'm okay. I am not separate. I am not broken. I am not vulnerable. I am well. I am fulfilled. I am taken care of. I am okay. I am okay. That feeling, I am okay. I am one with the thing that I'm praying to, and the thing that I'm trying to get help from is in me, as me, living as me, and taking care of me. And just take 1 second right now and feel that. You're either feeling it and it feels like you're melting into that truth and it's like, oh, this is weird, but it's nice, but it's weird, but it's nice. Or you're going, nope, 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 nope. And it feels like somebody's asking you to jump out of a plane. It's just like, no, I'm not going to do that. That's, And that is the problem. That is the only thing. That is the one step. What I'm describing here is being as you are. Being here now. Being your nature. Being your consciousness. Being the window through which the sun of the universe shines. Being a finger on the hand of the Creator, being a leaf on the vine of life, and knowing that there is a life that is flowing through you. If the leaf of that vine is trying to figure out, where am I going to get nutrition from? Should I angle myself in such a way that I can get more sun? Should I, what about the osmosis? What about the photosynthesis? What about the cells? What about the metabolism? I'm not doing this right. Oh my God, I'm so vulnerable. I might die. That leaf has one problem and one problem only. And it is not metabolism. It is not sunlight. It is not its vulnerability. The leaf's only problem is that it has forgotten that it is part of a vine and that the vine has life. The vine is life, and therefore the leaf is life, and life is living it, and it is okay. That is the experience that you have to have. That is the only thing you have to do. That's what I call being. It is essentially what I call surrender. It's saying, okay. I'm well. Feel your wellness. Experience your wellness. Don't meditate because meditating is a box that you have to tick that'll somehow gain you enough merit points so that your life gets fixed. Don't say, I'm going to tap into a higher consciousness. I'm going to breathe and relax and let the higher consciousness flow through. No, let a higher consciousness show up so that it can fix my life. Don't do that either. The only way to achieve the consciousness that fixes your life is to drop the notion of me, the notion of life need fixing, and the notion of that will fix it for me. Drop the whole stance, the perspective of that. Put that down at the door as you walk into this meditative process, and just be and breathe. Don't breathe for the purpose of achieving a consciousness. Don't breathe because you think, if I spend 10 minutes breathing, I'm going to get healed. No. Drop the request. Drop the request for help. Drop the need for help. Drop the doing of, I am doing this because this is what fixes it. No. Meditation is the act. It is the act. It is the experiencing of your truth. It is saying, I'm no longer uncomfortable being. that feeling that we were freaking out over a couple minutes ago, and that you have been freaking out for 30 or 40 years, I'm no longer freaking out over that. I'm going to relax all of everything. I'm going to unclench every muscle. I'm going to stop doing, stop asking, stop trying. And I'm just going to realize and be. I am okay. I am one with the divine. The divine is in me. I can feel the spirit of God, or the consciousness of the higher consciousness within me. I am taken care of. Something is breathing my breath, and that same something knows. If it knows that I need a breath now, it knows what else I need. I am one with this level of consciousness. I am well. Everything is well. And reclaim the state of being okay like that. We haven't been okay feeling that since we were really young kids, really, really young kids. And it is the fact that we're not comfortable in that state, and all that comes with it, the fear, the thinking, the emotions, the feelings, the anger, the resentment, the doing, the trying, the asking, the seeking, all of that is clogging and blocking that state from being. You are already what you're seeking. You're already the help that you need. You're already the state that you're trying to achieve. And it is the trying to achieve it that is blocking you from being it. Be it. Just be it. It is a form of surrender that is scary, because the place that you have become accustomed identifying with, and the perspective that you are stuck in is the perspective of the doer. We've explored what went wrong. Dysfunction number 1, 2, 3. Look at module 2 and module 3 in the course on school. We explored how the egoic identity and the pain bodies and the doer showed up, right? I'm not going to get into that right now because I want to be a little bit brief. But you have become stuck in an identity that is doing. And you're taking doing into meditation. You're taking doing into all of the consciousness work. And all you have to do is be. So of course, now I know that you're going to ask, well, yeah, but you said that we're supposed to identify our pain patterns, our emotional patterns, and then we're supposed to surrender them, and then we're supposed to transmute them through meditation. That is not something you do. It occurs. And I said this in the workshop. I don't know, you may have missed it. When you be, when you just meditate, be, you remember a fuller version of you. One way this is described is your consciousness expands. And when your consciousness expands, you become more aware. And as your awareness awakens, let's use those words. As your awareness awakens, you suddenly realize, oh, there is a pattern. And when you see the pattern and you say, I don't want this pattern anymore. Now you go into meditation. After a while, you don't even have to put it on your, schedule it and say, now I must go into meditation for 10 minutes. And no, it's just a desire, something inside of you says, I want to go back there. I need to check in. I need to go back there. I just need to be. When you go into meditation, naturally, this state will naturally remove the pattern that isn't fitting it anymore. The thing that is expanding, that's stretching out and awakening inside of you, it will stretch out and bump into this thing and be like, oh, right, this is not fitting anymore. Let's remove it. Let's dissolve it. The pattern and the awakening cannot exist in the same space, so it will naturally dissolve itself. This is happening spontaneously. There is only one thing you need to do, which is to use your free will and say, I don't want this anymore. So as you remember your nature, consciousness expands, consciousness sees, hey, here's a pattern, here's something that's stuck in you. And then your only job is to say, I see that pattern. Okay, I acknowledge that pattern is there. I do not resist it, but I don't want it anymore. It no longer serves me, and with my free will, I give permission for this to be removed. That's it. That is it. Other than being, the only thing you ever have to do is to surrender your effort, surrender your struggle, surrender your patterns, surrender your fear, surrender what shows up. Be, and being expands you. The expanded you sees something, you look at it and you say, don't want it anymore, surrender it. Then be, expansion occurs spontaneously. Expansion deals with what needs to be dealt with. And anytime there is a resistance, you realize it. The very awareness the awareness is not separate from you. It is you. You are more aware. And you see the resistance and you say, we're hitting against something here. There's a block. What's going on? And then you realize, okay. I see it. Okay. Yeah, that is something I've been carrying, isn't it? Okay. I don't want it anymore. And you surrender will. And then expansion continues. It's all already happening. What needs to be done, the thing that you are, the greater spirit, force, consciousness, awareness that is you, knows what you need, knows what needs to be healed. You don't need to tell that heal this. And it knows that you need money. It knows that you, whatever. And it's already in control of that. The only thing that is preventing this spirit, this consciousness from aligning everything in your life perfectly is resistance within you. So all you have to do is step away from the resistance and be. Allow the consciousness to come in, and it knows what to do. It knows how to fix your energy, how to fix your body, and it knows the parts of your cognition, of your egoic identity, of your mind, that is blocking wellness. And it will show it to you and say, this here is what's blocking loving relationships. This here is what's blocking comfort with money. This here is what is causing that pain in your knee or your stomach, or that tension in your gut, or the acid in your chest. And the awareness will bring these things to you one by one when it knows that you're ready to deal with it. And all you have to do is be, and allow the consciousness to do it. And when the consciousness shows it to you, say thank you and say, okay, yes, you're right. I surrender it back to you. Take it and go. And then be. So I know this was really, if you listen to it quickly, it's a little confusing. But slowly, what I'm saying is the doing and the fixing and the asking for fixing is the problem. The only thing you need to do is be. And everything that we've been learning so far about meditating, using the breath, awareness, pattern identification, and the surrender of the pattern and the transmuting of the pattern, it's not wrong. But if you were doing it, then you're still doing. Surrender to the process and allow the process. Allow it. Resist less and less. I know it sounds like a ridiculously simple thing. And, I jokingly in the book, I refer to it as the one simple step fixes everything. But it is the hardest step. It is the hardest step, because what has made us uncomfortable with the act of being as we are. I mean, that's literally all I'm saying is be as you are. Be the divine creation that is supported and cared for by the divine. Just be that. But the thing that has made us uncomfortable with being that is our greatest pain and our greatest fear. And therefore, I'm asking you to be what you have become profoundly uncomfortable with. So it is incredibly simple, but also incredibly difficult. Very, very, very difficult. And I'm not asking you to make a huge leap. I'm saying do what you can and just push a little bit further. Just, okay, this moment was okay. That's where you begin. That's where you begin. I'm going to listen to, I've made meditations. I have many meditations, both on check the description if you're watching this on YouTube, the website, if you're on school, there's the Bridges to Being one, there's a new course that I did on meditation. Just look around. I have meditations, free meditations on YouTube, whatever. My website, there's free meditations you can download or stream. I have meditations that are 15, 20 minutes long, but I also have meditations that are 8 minutes long. I think I have one that's 5 minutes long somewhere. Listen to a meditation for 5 minutes if that's where you're at. If that's not where you're at, sit and focus on your breath for 1 minute. Be as long and as much as you can, and then relax, and then come back again. You don't, even the coming back, you don't have to technically do, because the desire arises inside of you as the awareness and consciousness expands inside of you. Anyhow, but you come again and you say, okay, I'm gonna breathe. If last time I took 1 conscious breath, this time I'm gonna take 2 conscious breaths. If I sat in stillness for 1 minute, I'm gonna sit with my breath awareness for 2 minutes. And then you do a 5-minute meditation, then you do an 8-minute meditation, then you do a 15-minute meditation. If you can get to the point where you can do the 18-minute experiencing being meditation, it's on YouTube and on school and my website, then you do that once a day and you're good. You're good. That's all you have to do. I'm okay. I'm comfortable. I allow. I'm okay. I'm well. My fundamental state is well. I'm okay. I can detect the divine. The divine is in me, around me, as me, through me. It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. And if you can do that once a day, the rest of it will take care of itself. What I'm doing in the course on school is helping us to understand how the consciousness awakens and how it shows us our patterns and how we can work with it so that it's faster and smoother and easier and we're not resisting. Because when awareness awakens and it starts to see the pattern, we go back into that egoic loop of, oh no, I'm filled with patterns and I don't know what to do and I'm so broken. And I'm just teaching us, no. That which is awakening is showing it to you because it is ready to disappear. It is ready to go away. And when the sun is rising, as it's beginning to rise, you actually see a lot more shadows. But it's just saying, all those things are going to go away as I continue to rise. That's what's happening. And when we understand this process, we can fear it less, surrender to it more, allow it more, and let it be smoother. And that's what we're doing together. So, thank you again for your patience. I'm so sorry that these videos are always 10 minutes longer than I intended to, but it's just that we have to tie the whole story in together. And that's what I did in school. And I put it there so that you can look at it sequentially. Module 1 is don't forget who and how you are. Module 2 is what happened. Module 3 is, okay, what is egoic consciousness? What is the Christ consciousness? How do we, blah, blah, blah. So it's there so that you can go back and go back and go back slowly. And we will repeat it together. We will do, Q&As together. We will do workshops together because it's just simply a constant remembering of I am already this way and all I have to do is surrender and trust. I am already this way, all I have to do is surrender and trust. Anyhow, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're interested, check the description for the school information. Thank you for joining me, everyone. Thank you for responding to the thing you feel inside of you. There's something that's awakening. And it might be something you've forgotten and it might be something scary, but you're trusting it. And you're saying, okay, I'm allowing it. Thank you for doing that. The journey is successful in the end. It is. It's already successful. Just keep trusting. Have a great day, everyone.